What's up? Good morning, everybody. We are back here. It's Thursday. Um, we hit my buy side liquidity target from like a few days ago, so it's like a 4-hour high. We ran up a lot since London. London huge a while ago. Hold on. London, huge expansion. $300. So what is chat saying for their bias? Well, most people saying bullish. Okay. We're in this daily SIBI area. For an easier bull run, remember like Monday or Tuesday? What was it? Actually, Monday I wanted it to have a strong close and then just easy continuation. Tuesday took that gap. Then still like yesterday I didn't trade because we kind of similar type of thing. It was like already in the daily fair value gap and I woke up and I was like, I had a good past couple days. I didn't want to trade yesterday. The big news is I finally bought the chair, you guys, that I've been talking about for a couple months. I was like, I really want the Herman Miller Eames chair. And yesterday I went and bought it. I posted on Twitter. It's already getting a lot of people. It's already a huge conversation starter because I did buy an $8,000 chair. So can't wait until that gets here. Probably I think first week of December. That's for my living room. It's not going to be my desk trading chair. It's my reading chair. Bias is really tricky for you today. Me too. I'm pretty neutral. My favorite part is people sending me like these links to these like Chinese replicas saying you could have gotten the same chair for $1,000 here. Like, bro, it's not the same chair, it's a replica. I'm sure it's gonna feel the same. Plus it's literally art. That's what it is. It's functional art. So I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I knew that it was a replica. That's just me personally. If you want a replica, go ahead, bro. I don't care. It's like telling a woman with a Gucci bag, you could have gotten the same bag for $50 in Chinatown. Go on Canal Street in Chinatown, you can go get yourself a $50 bag. It's the same thing. Like, alright, bro. You can go get your wife a Gucci replica for $50. Go ahead, bro. You'll have to live with yourself, not me. I enjoy the fun. Some things I'll splurge on. Like my bed is probably the best thing, and my comforter. My bed I bought for like $6,500. My comforter is like $750 or something. I don't know, but that's the point. The chair is gonna last like a long time. I don't even care. I don't need to explain myself or defend myself. I think it's just funny. It is a conversation starter. ES, this like volume imbalance here. We're about to open. Stade says, okay, you sound like a douche now. Yeah, that's the point. Thank you. Means I did my job right there. Hmm. Yeah, this is not like a clean bullish run. So it's really gonna be like high resistance liquidity run. I feel like low, like I don't know how. Feels like kind of seek and destroy vibes to me. Hit that buy side now. Do we hit that on the yes, I think so, right? Yeah, we already hit that a while ago on ES actually. Wednesday during London. Oh, that's probably like what helped people for the short. Okay. I mean, it's a high resistance move higher because, like, look at all these deep retracements here. We can get another deep retracement. I'm not too sure. Pretty neutral in the day. Da 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 da. Boom 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 ba da da boom. People are so easily triggered nowadays. I talked about this before. It's kind of hilarious. You guys go tell. I make a little joke about bull flags, and you guys go tell another streamer. By the way, bull flags are the most widely used trading pattern in the world. Pretty much. So I'm not really making fun of anyone specific, but you guys go tell a streamer that uses bull flags and they get so triggered. You don't even have to tell me, by the way. Breaking news, angry orange man is angry again. Shocker. Thanks, Shay. I'm excited to get the chair. We hit that buy side. Did it a while ago, so it's not like this is the order block, so I'd have to wait and see. I mean, here, we're gonna close with a displacement below this. Looks like it is. Yeah, the question is then, like, where's the next 15-minute liquidity level, I guess, down here? We have news today, actually, so it's actually pretty good. Or we had news at 8:30, right? Yeah, we had unemployment claims today. And we have 10 a.m. existing home sales, but that's a moderate impact news. Yeah, so I have that marked out. It's orange. A pretty large drop there for the first 5-minute candle. Did displace below. How to change in state and delivery, essentially, there. Question is, am I going to get a retracement before this low is hit? If I don't, then like I'm probably going to just wait again. Wait for the next move, because I don't know how deeply it wants to retrace in this leg. So on the 1 hour, it's probably just an FEG, yeah. Here. So I'm not going to know if this is bullish now. It might change back to bullish somewhere in here. I don't particularly think it's going to retrace all the way to midnight open. Unless I see some sort of, I would need to see another bearish shift in structure. I wouldn't just short blindly. Okay, yeah, so we did hit that next 15-minute sell side, essentially. So I'm waiting now. That was just a very quick tracement lower. Didn't really see any kind of, no type of entry for me. Pretty large move right there. Let's see. A 200-point move in 5 minutes. That was pretty incredible. Just gotta stay safe right now. It's pretty volatile. Okay. Let's see here. We retraced more than 50% of this leg. See on the hourly, we're probably in this FEG here. Yeah, 22 minutes left in this hourly candle, so we'll see if this provides any sort of area of interest for a reversal. But again, like we said, we already took buy side here before the open. Rough open already for people. Okay, so let's see. So really all I'm kind of going to just look for divergences and everything else. I'm still neutral in the day, honestly. See if it gets to midnight open, how it reacts there if it does. This feels very like was there any breaking news? Or this feels very like just like huge just huge sizing. Okay, so let me see here. Let's see. Any world news or something? Because that was kind of crazy. Fast stock news. No. Well, okay. ICT posted something on Twitter. Simple premium, order block to opening range gap, lower quadrant. Nothing complicated. Ends. Okay. I guess he just took the, 1 minute order block. Okay. And he got out probably like around here. Okay, so he was in that trade for literally like 2 minutes. So let us commence. Let's see here. This really interested to see how this hourly candle closes. It's this huge hourly right now. Are we gonna invert this lower fair value gap here? We're gonna keep on holding these like higher lows. Can't do much of that really. I mean, it's just super volatile. No high impact news. I mean, we have Nvidia. Where's Nvidia right now, by the way? Because they had earnings that I know. Remember, they dropped a lot. They retraced all the way up, I think. Yeah, they retraced all the way back up. Okay. Dropping again at the open. Retracing again. Pretty tricky open, honestly, already. Straight drop. Huge 15-minute candle lower there. I wonder if people changed. I mean, new people that are watching now, did they choose bearish now? It was 59% bullish last time I checked. Now it's 53% bullish for people's bias. Interesting. We hit midnight open. Close below it. More likely than not, we'd end up going for that London low, I guess. There's no type of play for me though. I don't know how much it will retrace. Let's see here. This will be like your bearish breaker. If it retraces that much. On the 5. It's around 50% of the retracement anyway. I would wait and see what happens up there. Yeah. Because we already displaced a good amount. We already, yeah, we'll see. How the hourly close is going to be important. Honestly, like the first 15 minutes of the day, like a 200-point move lower, I feel quite uncomfortable. I don't feel as if we're in, I don't know. What kind of conditions are we in right now? I don't particularly feel like we're in distribution phase still. I feel like we're still in consolidation conditions with the way that happens. So I'm gonna wait until we retrace to this area if we do, and then I'll see what's up. Hmm. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait. Probably this is gonna form a 15-minute fair value gap. This will be a 15-minute point of interest anyway. So I'll just look for if there is 1 minute shift to structure lower. If not, like this could definitely be consolidation conditions. Someone said it's going back to the first presented fair value gap. That would be quite the show then. That's really all the way up here. Bum, 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 bum. I'm literally singing Britney Spears, like, love me, hate me, say what you want about me. Tesla's like all the way up near 5-day. Google's at its lows. Google's down 5%. This is a very strange market right now. What's up with Google? What happened here, you guys? What the heck? It's a Google News. Tanya, who is your boyfriend? He's on the screen with you right now, NASDAQ. Tanya, you're the coolest trader. Wow, thanks. I'm not cool though. I'm very cringe. I'm a nerd. I actually like being called a nerd. Tanya, please show how to do detailed top-down analysis. That's like a separate whole video. What chair do I have right now? This one. I like this chair. I'm keeping this chair. This is the it's like $500 or so, I think. Someone guessed it. Colby? Something like that. Google facing a lawsuit. As they always do. Look at this. It's not really we're like at the midpoint of that breaker. We gotta see what's gonna happen here. They're at the midpoint of the I think we're a little bit past. midpoint of the whole leg, as long as it doesn't displace past this. If it does have like another displacement higher than this high, then, you know, the bearish side is not going to look good. So far, I'm just going to wait and see what's going to be happening here. Yeah, what kind of lawsuit from what, the EU or something? Because it looks like a pretty big one. You see. So now I'm just gonna go Google. Oh, right, that whole thing with the, no, it was like the Department of Justice might have to like break up Chrome. I remember seeing that. Whoa. It's a donation. Thank you. Argentina Trade says, greetings from Argentina. I'm in love with your voice. Thank you for the donation. That's funny. #1 ASMR channel on YouTube. #1 ASMR day trading channel. $9.50 macro started just now. But yeah. We gotta see if the low is gonna form first, and then we're gonna break that low for displacement type vibes, you know. Five-minute breaker holding. Guess you could look on the 30-second too. In 30-second, you're having an inversion right here, actually. Two-minute, there's no FEGs on the bullish side, except all the way down here. The 3-minute, there's a FEG, 3-minute FEG. It's still 50-50, I guess. Even you have a break on the 30-second and an FEG up here. What does ES look like? Tesla near high day, Google still, you know, drowning. Apple down. Let me see FinViz. I don't know, I'm gonna kind of demand the 1 minute. I don't really want to get involved on that, like 30-second. Still monitor it. Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad. You have London low down here. Go to does this FEG here and this order block essentially. This is the last line in the sand from the bulls. That's not what I want. Ew. Okay. The last line in the sand for the bulls there. So I'm kind of just going to wait for the 1 minute. And the 5 minute and the 30-second. Yeah, that would have worked from there, I guess. And now it is following 30-second bearish order flow. It would need to, if it's a low resistance, run lower. Well, honestly, did this even go into the fair value gap? I don't think so. It did. Okay. And then it broke this with a displacement. So like the midpoint of this should be respected. And it was. So we're still looking at this like low resistance run lower at the moment. It's like a breakaway gap here. Okay. Breaking this again with a displacement. See if it completely disrespects this. Yeah, this is like the last line in the sand from the bulls, so we'll see how this ends up bearing. If this completely closes below. Or is it gonna maybe take out some on the liquidity? I don't know. We'll see. It's 20 seconds. And very weak there. So another fair value gap here, and you have an inversion here, and then you have this displacement over this. So it should really come back up here, right? If you're going to go for this low, if it's low resistance, run lower. Yeah. See, that would be 1 PD array, 2. This isn't really an order block. I mean, it did break it with displacement. Yeah. It's a 10 a.m. candle right now. It's about to close, and it's closing below here. So you'd think that it would go down lower. For further distribution. Tanya, you took that short. I just said exactly where it shouldn't go. So yeah, I am in it. So far, so good. Up 30 points already. That's pretty cool. All right, that stops at break even. Now it's a new low day. Take a little partial off the table. Already up 50 points. Took 5.5 off the table there. 595.25. I shorted an extreme discount. Good. No. Right? So what was that? I literally waited until that 1 minute was inverted, right? And then I was just noting how 30-second order flow was following bearish order flow the whole time. So yeah, quick short there. After I said this inverted and then this displacement, I said it shouldn't come back up here. Literally drew that out. Cool. New low days there. Let's see if we can hit London low. Right? Everything I was talking about, the 15-minute, the 5-minute breaker here got rejected straight up there. I missed the whole move from up here. I simply just found the silver bullet, the second distribution. So that was a very quick move. If you understand the drawn liquidity and that we're in a low resistance liquidity run, right? Okay, we're about to hit soon. Let's see, did we hit London low for US? Yeah, we're not even on new low day, so I'm gonna wait that out. Crazy. Quick market. Kind of interesting. Well, we broke the low day. We have a little 30-second here. Honestly, don't really want it to invert or create some sort of, like right now it's making up this 30-second swing high. It shouldn't break above this essentially with displacement. But I feel pretty okay with holding this. Yeah. Simply like digging up into here again. This is the midpoint of this is around where my break even is, so cool. And partials pay. It's like 2.7 R, very nice. And where the partials were like, oh, yeah, so not bad. Do you see how I was like noting this? Oh, we broke this with a displacement, then this again, this order block, this again, and then this is where I got in. I said it was 50-50 still up here. And then I said, I did note the 30-second possibility, but I wanted to wait for 1 minute because that was also a 15-minute point of interest, but it was also a 5 minutes, so we could have done 30-second. 5-minute point of interest, 30-second structure shift. Those two do go together. It was kind of too early for me to do that, though. I don't know. Well, it was during the 9:50 macro. It's good to know. Something to note for next time, but still, very good. from here to here, 2.7 R. See us hit London low there. I'll be for about like 68 points. No, 60, 71, wait, 74 points. Yeah, something like that. Let's go, 73-point banger right there. Woo, what a way to start the morning, very nice. All right, W's. So what do we note, right? Everyone wants to review that. Hit that buy side all the way to pre-market, right? They noted this breaker, bearish breaker. It was at 50% of this leg, so some people could have even just shorted here if they wanted to, but I waited for a reaction. I didn't even get the first short from up here, or the second one. I just took this one, the last target, and that was simply knowing where low resistance liquidity run would stop being low resistance. That was my stop there. Order 3 PDRA is failing essentially. Bearish, fair value gap, inversion, and then this opposing candle, this order block, because it did break this up close candle with a displacement, right? So press 30 to make 70, 75, pretty nice. Pretty good. Now what? Yeah, we already had some we had some fast and furious moves this morning so far. It's huge drop lower, very large retracement, another drop lower. Very quick action happening here. How much was this retracement? 150 points. And this move down lower. 200 points. Bagged and tagged. Thanks. Damn, 30-second chart is a cheat code. If you have, okay, listen. Okay. 15-minute point of interest. You use 1 minute market structure shifts or breaks. 5-minute points of interest, you can use 30 seconds. So actually, technically, right, this 15-minute came into a 15-minute, but it didn't come back up into this fair value gap again after it created that high stark rejection there. This is a 5-minute breaker and fair value gap here. So yeah, I felt okay after seeing this 30-second shift up here to just continue tape reading it. And then I said, this is the last line. Remember me saying this is the last line in the sand for the bulls? And we closed below it, and that's when I entered my trade. I didn't feel as if I was shorting in a discount because understanding the draw on liquidity lower and that we were in low resistance liquidity run. So that's the review of that trade. Let's see. It's a very good trade. See any questions in the chat? But no, ICT concepts don't work, you guys. Okay. Let me have a drink of my electrolytes. 4,000 viewers. Hit that like button. Oh my god, you guys. We're going to post the vlog, I think, tomorrow from Florida. And rewatching it, I'm honestly laughing while rewatching the vlog. I think it's a good one. And we'll do a premiere. So after the stream tomorrow, I think. So then we'll put up live chat for that too. I want to see your reactions. You're really the goat. Don't call me don't call me the goat. What's up, cozy babe alt? Money gun, money gun, money gun, money gun. If the stream hits 1,000 likes, I'll do the money gun, okay? I don't get it. There's 4,000 of you. It says 634 likes. Pretty much read price action to the T. Who's making money with me this morning? Who got shorts? Pal's burner account. Yeah, I can put up I should put up my vlog camera. I think I did find where is it? Here it is. I think I did find a long enough cable that I had actually. See if this works. That was actually kind of lit. 73 points in like what? 5 minutes? That was finally we're getting some good price action, honestly. 59 to 7 minutes. Yeah, pretty much 7 or 8 minutes. Sick. Absolutely sickening, innit? PM 18 BPM. Hi, Tanya. I'm talking about Brazil. I went to your YouTube channel today. Can you give me a little warning before executing your order? I took this last operation. It gave me very good gains. No, I can't give you any warning. Come on, bro. Some people are like, please say it clearly when you enter a trade. This is not a freaking signal service. Like, anybody who has ears or eyes understood. I was talking about bearishness from all the way literally up here. So, and then I was talking about it here and here. And then I said we shouldn't get back up here. Like, why do I have to be like, as I'm managing my trade across freaking 20 plus accounts? You guys, I typically even say, all right, I'm long or short. No, bro, it's a free YouTube channel. This is not a signal service. Go freaking send your money to some like wacko that runs a Discord signal service. Go and waste your money there instead if you want to be fed. If you want to be fed, if you want me to hold your whole hand, which I basically show everything. If you want me to hold your hand even more, not only do you want me to hold your hand, you want me to take the food and like shove it down your throat, essentially, right? Just give me your whole like account credentials next time too, and I'll log in for you. Sarcastic. That's sarcasm for if the freaking FTC is listening or some bullshit. Anyway. Jesus. Anyway, now this is kind of irrelevant. We hit the sell side here. Camel trading. Just comment on your stream. What's the worst that can happen, yo? Yo, not only do they want me to spoon feed them, they want me to like shove it down their throat. Yo, don't get me. You're gonna get the New York sass if you get me sassed up. I already came in kind of sassy, not gonna lie. Anyway, just got enough money to buy another chair. That was funny. By the way, you guys, I don't recommend doing the meme trading. I literally lasted a day, and I literally was like, all right, if I flip this money, I put in like 2,500. I said if I flipped it to 10K, I would buy the chair, essentially. And that happened in like an hour, and I literally was like, all right, that's my exit. I'm out. That's how you should treat any kind of meme thing. However, that's funny how that's like the TikTok memes and stuff. I be very careful now that Phantom Wallet is the top one utility in the App Store. Or back to NASDAQ. You can do it all. You can trade it all once you. Well, that was honestly just a meme and momentum play. That wasn't any FEG's bullshit stuff. This was great. This short was great. But I will say, remember when I said I bought Dogecoin? I'm still in Dogecoin. Doge to $1. That's also just a meme play. But it hasn't moved at all. I put in like 15,000 in that, and I'm like down $100 essentially. Yeah. $200. So I'm just waiting for that. I'm just waiting around because it hasn't moved at all. It's just consolidating on the daily. Anyway, back to NASDAQ. We hit. Now what? We hit London lows, and that's another liquidity level. Now what do? Now we kind of wait. We'll see if there's like going to be a 5-minute structure shift up higher. Getting like a 5-minute inversion probably here, but it's going to go back. You can probably go for this high. That's where the liquidity is, honestly. I'm not going to take that though. I'm going to wait and see. There's 3 minutes left in the 5 minutes, so be careful. It's not validated yet. So we want to see how it breaks it. Can we concentrate? Someone said. Yo, I'm about to flip shit on you guys. Can we concentrate? Someone asked after I get a 70-point move. Can we concentrate? Can we concentrate? Tanya, please give me another signal. Please concentrate. Nah. We're in full troll mode here today. Why? Because you guys tattletaled me. Y'all are snitches. We got snitches in the chat. I'm just joking around about some bull flags and bear flags. Y'all go tell the orange man about me. Whatever. You guys find it funny when he yells. I really don't care. It's nothing personal, he says. And then he starts saying the craziest shit about me. Oof. It honestly only motivates me even more. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's nothing personal. And I took that personally. Right? Who watched The Last Dance, Michael Jordan? I'm absolutely taking that personally. This is not validating on the 5 minute. This is now not. Definitely not a long idea for me at all. So I'm really much thinking that we had during London, we hit this liquidity pool by 10. Do I think that this is going to be a 10 a.m. reversal back up to the high again? Unlikely. This motherfucker is comparing me to OnlyFans girls, okay? Now that crossed the line and insults my intelligence a lot, so. And I took that personally. Anyway, we're the #1 day trading on channel on YouTube. You can see it here by the viewership and the tape reading, the calling price live. So lovely, yummy in my tummy. Gonna go buy another chair. Yeah, now you have this huge bullish move to the upside of bearish. Now I do feel as if we're gonna have consolidation the rest of the session. If you hit this major liquidity pool by 10, and also we hit this liquidity pool before the open, my humble opinion, we're gonna have some ping pong action now. You're so funny. Please, it didn't really like come for the comedy. Oh, bro, keep your money gun ready. Do we get 1,000 likes? I'm not doing the money gun unless we get 1,000 likes. Otherwise, it's not worth it for me to clean it up. Get my freaking. I'll call my organizer or my cleaning lady. Cleaning lady was already here. I'll call up my organizer. Hey, can you come? And I'll literally go like, hey, can you like clean up the fake money in my office, please? Yeah, I have an organizer. It just saves me a lot of time. So then I could focus on other big picture things. Okay. I'm not sure if it's gonna be. Oh, actually, it looks like a little jam again. I'm not loving this kind of price action here. No. Like if this inverts, it would have to really just displace over this as well. And I doubt it will. It's not looking at the 5, right? So. Don't insult my intelligence. You're listening to a 20-year-old girl on the internet. What has she done with her life? Bro, you're dumb as hell. Some of my projects I've done as a biomedical engineer are still having impacts. My group and we created an eye tracking software system for multiple sclerosis patients at NYU Langone. Still being used today, so measuring the symptoms of multiple sclerosis and fatigue. What has she ever done with her life? More than you, so. You have 1,000 likes? Okay. Should I have to wear the glasses? Yes or no? People think you're speaking of Trump. I'm not speaking. I don't have shit against Trump. We had a fun here on the election night. The orange man is a ginger man. And I'm not saying. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. I'm clearly into fucking beef with the president. The president-elect. That is funny. We talked about why that was an invalid law, right? Now we're really deeply retracing here. Okay, yes, glasses or no? My dog, Trump. Yeah. Fly out just a punch him. Bro, don't say that shit. Yo, you guys are snitches in the chat. I already know that. I don't even give a fuck anymore, honestly. You have money, you just don't give a fuck anymore. But also, you guys put me in danger, okay? Okay, it's different being a woman online. Thank you. I don't trust anyone. Let's see here. What's I trying to say? Oh yeah, I want to make sure that the money gun can be heard, so I'm gonna turn off the. Yeah. We got the freaking Kanye shades on. This is the #1 day trading show on YouTube. I don't want to hear about it. We make money on the stream. The #1 day trading show. Okay? There you go. You got the money gun again. And then I'll show you guys what it looks like here. And I'll show you guys, since I do think it's going to be a little bit of a high resistance liquidity run. Let's see here if I can hook up my other mic and stuff. Let's see here. See if I can show you guys my my setup in my #1 bathroom on YouTube. Bro, it was the craziest thing. I'm seeing like TJR on my like Twitter feed. I'm looking for my magnet that dropped, but whatever. My mic can just be clipped. And he's like literally was like streaming on. This is just like in some huge trading influencer. He was like streaming trading these crypto shit coins, and like it's he was like literally saying stuff like that could incriminate him, like trying to pump and dump something like that. He was just like, I don't know, it was just insane. It's just insane, bro. Let me see here. You guys let me know if you could hear me. Let me add a video capture device. New low day for NQ. We talked about why that was not a valid long setup. Okay, so it's a pretty big liquidity pool. London lows. I'm going to look for the 5-minute for a shift then. Didn't even invert it. So I'm not going to look for some like 1 minute. Imagine all these people trying to long that. Ew. At least then you have to look for another inversion. And that, you know, I've been in that position many times. Many times. I've made the mistake many times to understand that now. ES is also yet to even hit London low. So you have ES that might catch up here. Huh. That's actually quite interesting. See, add video capture device. You guys are gonna let me know if you could hear from my probably can. So I'm gonna add it. Where's the DJI here? So I'm gonna do this. You can hear this, right? Okay, we're gonna see if we're gonna put an alert for London lows here. Everyone wants to see my #1 bathroom on YouTube, obviously. Okay, let's see here. And then DJI. I'm gonna show my setup and how crazy everything looks right now with the money gun. Yeah, we're just still bleeding lower. Where's the next sell side for it? Well, we have all this I guess this one. This is next sell side, and then this. Did this stop at 50% of that? We could go for more lower prices for sure if you look at the daily. See the hourly here? It's gonna close in 30 minutes. You see like how I shorted in the top of the next hourly wick? That's why I felt kind of okay doing that. Or near it. Wait, is that what I did? No, I shorted like 958. I just anticipated the next 15-minute candle to distribute lower. Yeah, I didn't think we were going to stop there after the 1 minute. Okay. So in the hourly, that huge pump up actually was the hourly wick. Now you have this and that. Did this pause at 50%? I think not. I think it. Oh, well, good. Yeah, I'm going to save that for a little bit later. Let's continue to read price. It might be a good day to try more shorts and stuff. Let's see. Back to the election gap we go, perhaps. Did around 50%. This could be. This can get tagged in this after. See, is this yesterday's low? It's like the Tuesday's low. Thursday high of the week is possible. Just mark it as SSL. See here? Yes, still not at London low yet. Google is just down 5.8%. Okay. Alt R. Okay. Do you guys know if you hit Alt R on your trading view, it'll like refresh it and make it resize it to like better scaling? Okay. All right, now you have this order block. We're breaking London lows. You have order block, displacement, another order block, right? So shouldn't break above 50% of this, really. So you can do is check out this fib. This order block is at 50% of this. The beginning of it, but it really shouldn't. The whole leg, I mean. Quite interesting. So yeah, I would not. This is where people get in trouble, is probably like shorting and discount here. And even here. Can come all the way back up to there. Same type of vibe, I guess. Still low resistance liquidity runs lower. How deep did this retracement go? Yeah, it did go above 50% into here. This FEG on the 5 and this full order block. Cool. On the 30-second, I don't really see an entry for here. Like we did have them here. This one just kind of just straight down, so. Now what do you got? Well, what do you got? Do you have ES at those lows yet? No. Well, surprise. How interesting. Okay. Yes, a little bit. Lagging. How down are we on the day exactly, like percentage-wise on each is interesting for me to think about whether we have more to go. Almost 1% for NQ and 0.5 for ES. You could definitely go lower if it will. You can definitely go lower. Let's see the daily. Yeah. This could be a large candle lower. You had a small candle the previous day. Totally possible. And let's actually measure out this. Extensions from here. Kind of interesting. And then I'll look at the stat map. I have plenty of time right now by the time. I think it's probably going to retrace to here anyway. Yeah, this has potential too. Yeah, this is around 2.5. Let me now see the stat map. Actually, the 4-hour did distribute just now to it's where it's the stat map says it's like likely to. That's kind of interesting. It draws us before it does that. So manipulation. We just created that new. That's actually, whoa, that's wild. Maybe I should have had that up earlier. Hit that manipulation point. So, I mean, ES still has yet to get to here. I do think ES should get to the London lows. I think it would be weird if it didn't. The 4-hour on ES still has 3 hours left. This also has 3 hours left. This could, yeah, it could be a larger drop. So I'd wait to see the reactions like up here in this order block and fair value gap here in the retracement. Here, let's see. See, this is midnight open on ES actually. You could see it if it rejects there. Also like the opening of this order block. Where does that match up with this? Probably not 50%, but close to it. I feel like that's pretty interesting here. Everybody asking me, how do I get that? That's I've seen a couple of times now. How am I getting, what indicator like just marks out that midnight open and the 8:30 and the 9:30? Free sauce. This is like one of the most used indicators on TradingView. ICT kill zones and pivots. This is a free indicator. Okay. I just simply, there you go, screenshot that. That's all I use on that indicator. But you could play around with it if you want. TFO is really cool. Trade for op on Twitter and on YouTube. He's really good at coding. We didn't even reach midnight open there. We didn't even reach the 50% here, so it's quite weak. So wild. Bitcoin's almost at 100K. What's Dogecoin's not doing anything. But that's my meme play. Google is still just like slowly lower. Slowly. Apple's down 1%. Ooh, Nvidia's down now. 2.7%. Okay. Yeah, looking at Nvidia would have helped me kind of for during this pump up, but I already knew that the long was not validated, right? So let's see here. Tesla's down. Let's see FinViz. What's the heat map looking like today? Quite interesting. I didn't expect it to look like this. I thought it would look way more red. Look. That makes sense how S&P has not, right? ES has not hit the London lows yet. Looks like, you know, industrials are holding it up a bit. Financials, real, like all these other sectors, right? You know, all tech is mostly red, which is why NQ is down, or QQQ. Interesting. Shout out to, when did I get that donation? It should be studied. I feel like it was right at 950 macro, and I was like, okay. And then I kind of laughed because it was like, honestly, I should filter out some, maybe during the certain times for donations. I think that was like the equivalent of 10-cent donation to tell me that they like my voice. It's like, I'm trying to make thousands here, so maybe I'll just turn off the sound. But I appreciate anything anyway. I donate it to St. Jude's, the chat donations, so I don't get too many. It's not really it doesn't affect my bottom line. Let me see this. Money gun. I have to clean up this money. I really hate cleaning up the money. But I do like using the money gun, so it's just like, okay. It's to play with a toy, you gotta clean up the toys, I get it. Tanya, like, did you go to college? Yeah. Yep. I graduated college. And a degree I don't use anymore, but it was a fun degree and I have lifelong friends, so I don't regret it at all. And it does give you some skills. Plus I went for free, so I had a full scholarship. $10.50 macro about to start. I would anticipate. What do you guys think? Let's do a poll. Do you guys think that ES is going to hit London low by the end of the 10.50 macro? I mean, I would anticipate sort of it comes up to this midnight open and rejects and then heads down lower. Or maybe somewhere here can mark out. The point is it shouldn't really violate the midpoint of this. That looks like this kind of lines up. This midpoint, this BPR, and this order block. That's what I was essentially looking at. So let's see. Just tapped midnight open. 5 minute. Can look at the 30-second, I suppose. Yeah. Let's see. Vote in the chat here. Someone keeps like spamming open, high, low, close. Like, what the hell do you want me to say to that? I don't get it. Yeah, we use that all the time. Okay. Will ES hit London lows by 11:10? Most people's bias was bullish today. That's true. It's like 59% bullish in the morning. Now, and then I just closed the poll. It did switch because more people funnel in and then they vote as we were, going lower. Now it's 43%, but obviously we don't know. That's kind of funny to see. When's the next hourly open? Yeah, this is quite the interesting 4 hour. This hourly. Yeah, if we don't close below this on the hourly, I'm definitely not going to trade the rest of the day. Let's see. On ES, we're hitting this midnight open. Just took some liquidity there. What are people voting so far? Yes, for 57%. Let's mark out 11:10 here. Again, this is not an inversion type of play you would take. Why? Because there's another huge SIBI above. The way it's not even inverting this on the 5, by the way. And the way that it might do it is going to be very likely weak. So you got to know the narrative a bit. So Right now, it's a very weird narrative by looking at that FinViz, like looking at the heat map, right? So I'm just kind of looking at the 30-second right now because we're in a 5-minute point of interest for ES on that order block, midnight open. Maybe it will reach into here. It doesn't really have to reach in this BPR. We'll see. So then I'm going to switch to the 30-second and see if there's any sort of potential, break of structure towards this. But again, we could potentially just see a drop like that towards this low without an entry. So kind of just, you got to mentally prepare for every situation, right? But it doesn't give you your model and say you stay out of the trade. And you just wait for when it does, because there'll be plenty of times when it does. If you get FOMO from a trade that doesn't give you the entry for your model, that means you have low confidence in that your model is going to provide you another entry in the future. It just means that you have to put in more screen time text, it just means you have to put in more back testing and forward testing, more screen time. Okay. So we are in this BPR right now. Yes, we have the SMT of ES that did not hit London low. NQ did and went a bit lower, quite a bit lower. So we're watching to see what is going to happen here in this leg. Will there be another bearish shift and reversal back lower? Or is this a push up to take out those who are overstaying their shorts, right? I wouldn't even consider that a market structure shift unless it displaced above that high, really. So let's see here. It's digging in quite a lot here on ES. And to be fair on this one, well, here, actually, if you think about it, it barely closed below this, right? Or did it even? So it makes sense that this retracement was kind of deep for ES. This one did displace and close below, so it's already looking like very deep retracement. We'll see how this 5-minute closes. Shouldn't close above 50%. It's in that BPR. So let's see. There's 3 30-second candles left. You have this bullish FEG on the 30. That's what I would kind of look at to see if that provides an inversion or whatever. That's what I would look at. Nothing so far. Gotta wait and see this 5-minute close. This is where you have to be careful. When this liquidity was taken, this one wasn't. That could be a potential. SMT chat voted yes, 59% yes, this will get taken by London by 11:10. So we'll see if chat is right here. I mean, hey, if it ends up doing that, it's probably going to give you a good RR. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. Point is, you're waiting for like the shift. This is like one of the prime examples where I'm not just going to like blindly short into here. I don't mean like blind like, but I'm just not going to short on the higher time frame for retracement. Wait for a lower time frame shift. So you just don't know how deeply it's going to retrace, or if that's going to be after it took liquidity. You don't know if that's now running on the other side, the opposing liquidity. See, this 5 minutes just closed, and it closed above. It's too deep of a retracement, in my humble opinion. Yeah, so it could slowly now. I feel like it's slowly going to go for the buy side. It's 10:50 macro starting now, right? Let's see. Let's mark that out. 10:50 to 11:10, and then maybe I'll show after 11:10. Maybe I'll show my setup tour. Yo, I hopped in Justin Werlin's live the other day. I didn't know he was that funny. He was really going after his chat because they were asking him dumb questions too. It was actually hilarious. We're gonna set up a live stream with him, like a dual stream. I think that would be fun. He's a cool guy. Best thing I can see, you didn't get a degree in woke. You did smart and nerdy stuff in school that could actually be used for real in the real world. Thanks. Yeah, I majored in biomedical engineering. I am a nerd. I'm actually in the Engineering Honor Society. The National Engineering Honor Society. You have to get invited. You're like the top 12% of your class or whatever. So I get reminded about it. My degree every quarter, every 3 months, because they send me a magazine in the mail. And then it is such a nerdy magazine because they put in questions math questions you can answer for fun and send in to the magazine, and the person that gets the top score gets their name published. And they even caption this picture. It's so funny. But the topics they talk about are pretty good. Like, they're talking about, is Miami going to go underwater, and the infrastructure, lots of things. Yeah, so I think it's retraced too deep, honestly. But in the 30-second, it's not confirming any kind of move down to the bearish side. I would want this to get inverted and such and disrespected, or at least, yeah. So you cannot just go and just short that. See on the 1 minute. There are 1 minute fair value gaps over here too. There's a potential speed bump, but it could wick down into here. Yeah, this is the 1 minute. Actually, that's actually probably better to look at here. Yeah, and on ES, it could potentially wick. So you gotta wait for candle closes for sure. But in my humble opinion, the way that it is hanging around here, it's much different than this, right? We had a fast rejection, and that's why I felt very comfortable shorting there, right? Earlier. This is a little different. This wasn't hit yet. Pew, pew. Pretty fun. Let's see, what was this is my trade of the day. Oh shit, my first partial was nice. 50 points on my first partial. And then my last... Oh shit, I got way more than 70 points. I got 75 points, not 73, but whatever. Tomato, tomato. Tomato, tomato. Potato, potato. Yeah, so it's pushing higher. Like I said, it likely slowly creeps up towards this, and these are all the people that are overstaying their welcome on those shorts. That's how you can keep yourself safe, by just waiting for the lower time frame shift. Now NQ's back at midnight open. And I wasn't particularly bearish today. I came in very, very, very neutral. Right? So I just waited for the market to lend its hand. That's just me journaling in my head. It's 10:55. So is ES still inside day? I guess so. Oh no, it took out the high, but didn't take out the low. Yeah. So it's not really looking like it's an expansion day, right? So just look at that hourly close on NQ now. Oh my God, look at the hourly on ES. Jeez. Right? We're failing to close below an hourly swing low. Not showing any kind of willingness. Okay, so let's see. Let me see if I have any more questions here that are relevant. See, you guys, chat was wrong today on the 1050 macro. I mean, that's my favorite thing to do is like ask the question while it's very close to it. Then I hit the buy side here. ES, NQ is yet to hit that buy side, but likely will. I don't think that's another SMT situation. I don't think. So ES, let's see ES now on the 5. It's interesting, we never came up into this volume imbalance, by the way. Not sure what's going to happen here. This is definitely a tricky day. Look at the body of the candle. We did very well considering all that. I don't have any more bias for the rest of the day. But I can tell you that if there's like unwillingness to if the market starts stalling at a certain place and there's SMTs, and like you have to be careful. Anyway. What was I trying to say here? I forgot. I feel like I was saying something else. Oh yeah, the questions. My assistant sent some questions that the chat had. Tanya, the Afterglow says, Tanya trades. IDK if you read chat, but just curious. I'll read chat, but through my assistant. Also, I'll read chat when I'm when I mentally prepare myself before it. But I do read the chat. But that's why my assistant's there. So most of the time we can filter some irrelevant or rude or offensive questions. Okay. Tiny trades. IDK if you read chat. Just curious. How do you maintain consistency? And what is your max trade rules? Or maybe you had some getting started on your journey that helped. Okay. I honestly recommend then if you're just starting out, 2 trades a session max. And if you have the first trade's a win, just like, that's it, walk away, you're good. The first one's a loss and you have the second try, and then you're strong again, then it means like, okay, either the market's hard that day, or your bias is just wrong. Accept being wrong. Walk away. That's the hardest thing to do in trading is accept being wrong and live for another day. You gotta have some reminders around you for that. Or either it's post-it notes, like some notebook pieces of paper, whatever. I literally have a lot of notebooks and stuff, right? A lot of things. Ha ha ha, this is what I got in the mail. Wait, let me make sure I'm not like gonna... I don't think you were able to see that. Just make sure. It's what I got in the mail that reminded me. Hey, it's time to get your chair. I got this chair, you guys. This magazine from Design Within Reach. And I got literally this chair. Herman Miller Eames chair. Slay. This one. I got it in black. Yeah, so you see, NQ did go for that buy side. I said it's probably not going to be another SMT like that. Why? Because we took London low. So now, what is it doing to that 5-minute high? Is it displacing there, or is it just gonna wick, you know? This is quite interesting. Let's push up higher. Very happy if I exit. Just very happy with saying I'd rather see the reaction here, right? So now you have a bullish breaker forming and a bunch of fair value gaps. This is probably forming on the 15. Oh, the 15 doesn't look that clean. Yeah, I guess I'd want to see how that closes. I'm always very interested in candle closes, right? That's like each thing. ES it did. ES is a stronger pair for sure today. And ES actually has equal highs here. Are these equal highs? No, this one's a little bit higher. But let me actually see. Let's see here. Is that going to line up with any other high on the left? No. Nope. Okay. If it did, then that would have been better confluence. Yeah, just a tricky market here. Right now, I'm still neutral. Very neutral. Why? Because like I'm not sure you have now like a 5-minute breaker after London low is taken. But this is now going to be out of the kill zone time when it's retracing to it. And also, just looking at the daily just makes me uneasy to long that, right? Why would I? This is NQ right now. We're very much respecting even just a lower daily FEG. We're closing below 50% of it, etc., etc. What about ES? Same type of thing. By the way, I will use the volume imbalance on a fair value gap like this. If I'm looking at just the lower one. Yeah, it's also respecting the lower half. Therefore, it's still looking bearish for me, especially if this kind of looks like, you know, liquidity target. If we pause before 50% of the wick, and then you're starting to see bearish structure again, honestly, oftentimes I'm looking for this. It's like generating liquidity for the next move lower. This is a swing low in an imbalance. This is definitely liquidity still. So can't say I'm bullish here. Can't say. This is where narrative comes into play a bit. So personally, the daily. All right, we took out this buy side as well in ES. Did not take it on an NQ, so you have an SMT there actually. So, you know, that is, as much as you want to see this as bullishness, you can see some bearish argument here. Of course, this could go up to there, but that's the point. You kind of wait and see. That's what I would do. Just wait for longer. Kind of put like alerts. Maybe if it comes back down to London low, take a text message about it. Probably not gonna take a trade for that though. Got the money gun again today. Slay. Did we get the money gun like, I think we did it 3 days in a row now. So like 75-point banger on NQ. That's the point, you guys. Listen, I've been trading since like for 4.5 years. I've been through the ringer where I've traded small caps, I traded options, then I finally find futures. And in the whole spiel, right, I've been there. I've paid for Discord memberships, especially during the COVID run up for options, right? Like, I've tried signal services. They never worked. It's not even about whether or not that person's profitable as a trader or not. There's just signal service is not going to work for anybody. You have to understand the model, and you have to take the risk yourself. You're not going to manage a trade nearly as well as if you took it and you know that's your model. You know you have way different confidence in that setup. If you take someone else's signal, you're going to fuck up the management of the trade. You're not going to have the same amount of confidence as if you backtested your model and you accept the risk and you take the trade, right? I've literally been in like a signal service where it was like a whole website, and it was buying for stocks and options, and it would literally blink and ding when the person would buy a certain stock and say the time, and this was all live, and made money for like a time during the whole bull run. But like when the market got harder, when it came to managing my own portfolio, the risk, I got my ass kicked, right? Didn't work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. That's why you're going to get some sass if I see a stupid ass question like, could you please say it a little louder when you're in a position? No, bro, what the hell? You're like clearly just not here for the right reasons, then. I don't even care. I'm just like trying to save for your own good too. It's like I've been there, done that. Literally almost every little thing. Tanya. All right, but that's basically it. I mean, I'm gonna go now because I don't have any more bias here. We copped a huge W. It was great. Brought out the money gun. See you back here tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. Love you. Bye-bye.